is Kelsey and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how to do your own DIY sugar scrub using Young Living essential oils. So to start, we're going to do the light brown sugar. I just picked one from Walmart, super easy. Half the sugar itself is going to get washed down the drain, and most of the exfoliating that you'll get from the sugar scrub will be when you initially make contact with your skin. You'll lightly rub it in and kind of get that little bit of exfoliating, and then really what's going to be left is going to be the coconut oil and whatever essential oils that you use. So I'm actually just going to pull this bag open a little bit more because it's kind of tight. I've got just a regular mixing bowl. You're gonna wanna base how much you use off of whatever size container it is. So sometimes you can use like a simple little canister with a really nice seal in it. This one is stainless steel on the inside and it's copper colored on the outside, but it's just brushed and it's stainless steel. You can also use, like, this is actually an Anchor, like little Tupperware glass container that you can use. It's got a basic plastic lid. You can always use a mason jar like this one here. This has already got a sugar scrub inside it, and those are just some examples of containers that you can use. You can always do a slightly taller mason jar than what this is, and you're just going to base however much you use on whatever size container you have. So we're going to go ahead and start pouring some of this sugar in here. I kind of just want to do a little bit today. So you've got your sugar down there in the bottom of the bowl. Super easy. This is a stainless steel bowl on the inside. And we're gonna go ahead and go for our coconut oil. I'm doing this on a cutting board just in case you're doing it on a surface that you don't really want to get the oil stain on there. I've got a little measuring spoon, not that you really need to measure it, but it's easier than, you know, getting your hands all dirty. Granted, here I am, I'm putting it in the bowl myself. And then once you've added in a little bit of coconut oil, you're just kind of gonna do it per your preference. You can use the exact same little measuring spoon to go through and mix it together. Some people will actually go through and add honey to their mix, and I honestly think that's really great. Honey is super good for your skin. It's got a little bit more of the moisturizing property and it smells really good. And if you're gonna wash it off, you won't really have to worry about that sticky residue afterwards. Now, some people prefer to have a slightly thicker consistency, so they prefer more granules over of the sugar to be, they just kind of prefer there's a little bit more dry, and then some people prefer theirs a little bit more wet. I'm kind of like right in the middle. It's not too dry, not too wet. It really depends on you and your personal taste. Now, if it's a gift, I honestly might do it a little bit more moist in the mix, because you don't want to give it to them and it be too dry. Granted, sometimes you do have to be careful because depending on which sugar you use, you might need to use it a little sooner rather than later because the sugar may start to melt. So you don't want to expose it to too much heat. One thing that I suggest is making sure that your bottle of or container of coconut oil has been sitting out for a little while before you go and use it for this project, because it'll make it a whole lot easier for you to mix the coconut oil and the sugar together. So I did probably about 3/4 of a cup of sugar, maybe a cup of sugar, and it's got a really nice solid consistency here. It's still got a little bit of a mush, but you can clearly see that there's sugar granules in there. So it's not melted, but there's enough coconut oil there to make it soft, and it'll go on nice and smooth when you go to start rubbing it in. And I love that brown color. Okay, so we've got our sugar scrub all mixed together. It looks kind of like some caramel, honestly. And then we're gonna go ahead and pick out our oils. A lot of people are gonna be most comfortable with something like lemon or peppermint. Peppermint is really great for like a Christmas gift, so if you're trying to make some Christmas goodies, peppermint essential oil is really great to go with. If you're trying to do something that will be like a morning use, lemon is really great because it's like that energy booster. You could go with citrus fresh. Now you do have to kind of consider, like, are they going to be going in the sun straight afterwards? So if you're trying to find something a little bit less of a skin irritant for some people, once you've got that sun exposure, you could go with something more like Stress Away. It's really calming. You could use it before bed. You could do the same thing with like a lavender scrub, or you can do like lavender and cedarwood, and that's like super great if you're trying to get ready to go to bed. For the ladies, you could do something like Lady Sclerol, just kind of to give that little bit of like a feminine boost to it. There's oils like Joy that you could use as well. So it really just kind of depends on your taste and what you're really looking to use. So I am going to go ahead and probably do Citrus Fresh for this go around because that's just what I really enjoy. I'm going to do about 6 drops for this, simply because I want it to be a little bit more potent, the smell, so that I can really enjoy it when I'm using the sugar scrub. Depending on how much you use, of course, you can use more or less, and it won't, just do it based on smell. Like if you can hold the bowl up or about a little ways away from you and you can smell it, then you put enough in it. I could smell it as I was putting it in there and stirring. So that's a good indicator that, hey, I used enough oil, I can smell it. When you look at it, it's gonna look kind of like cookie dough. So if you see, like when I mix it here, it's got kind of like a cookie dough consistency, which is perfect. And that's pretty much it, you guys. So you'll take it from here, you'll grab your container and go ahead and stick it in there. Because it's coconut oil, it doesn't hardly stick to your bowl. It'll come right out, it'll go straight into the container, and it's just got this awesome cookie dough consistency, which is perfect. So great, you guys. Oh, it smells awesome. I love it. And it's still got that little bit of a hint of a sugary smell. Toss your lid on and you've got your sugar scrub. This is actually really great and it lasts a long time. So even if you're only using like a little bit at a time, say you're just using it on your face or you're only going to use it on your hands, you keep it next to the sink. This is a great idea to have in a little bowl like this, maybe next to your bathroom sink, so that when you have guests come over, you can invite them to use your sugar scrub. This is great if you're trying to encourage your friends to use Young Living or to get some oils from you. Just kind of keeping this bowl of sugar scrub there on your bathroom counter can kind of lure them in to try the oils mixed homemade with something that you personally created, which is really awesome. And it's a nice homemade touch to your any house. For me, as someone who wants to have a homestead and wants to do things a lot more naturally, this is just a really great option. Alright, you guys, that is it for today. If you enjoyed this video or it was helpful to you, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Hit that like button for me. I would really appreciate it. Click share, maybe let some friends take a look at this video. Maybe they're interested in learning how to do a sugar scrub, or maybe you're looking to teach a class and you would like to go ahead and have someone else have a DIY video available for you. This is a really great way to share how to use your oils every day in a fun way, instead of just saying, oh, you know, let's pour the oil on top of my head for the night. This is a really great way to kind of get oils introduced. If you're trying to share with a friend, it's really awesome. You can just kind of create them a little jar just like this, send it home with them next time they come over, and I can guarantee you they will enjoy it and it will be a wonderful little gift. If you would, hit that subscribe button below so that you can follow along and get more ideas for DIY projects with Young Living oils, and to check out some of my informational videos that I share every once in a while, such as morning supplement routines, thieves products, and other introductions as well. Next week's video will be my essential rewards order and, well, what we call the monthly wellness box. So if you want to check that out, I should have some really great products to share with you guys from my order this month, and I can't wait to see you guys next week. Thank you so much for tuning in. Much love, guys. Bye.